Here they go!
Three-quarters and 124.4.
Diatrog keeps great on top by 4 lengths.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to PA Harness Week. And for the next 30 minutes, we're just going to talk harness racing stuff. It'll be fun, and we're mostly gentle about it. I'm Steve Ross, and my broadcast partner, as usual, is the lovely and talented Heather Moffett. Hi, darling.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
I'm good.
Do we got stuff to talk about this week, or we got stuff to talk about this week?
Lots of good stuff.
And not the least of which is the Ben Franklin. Although that is kind of rude, I think we should call it the Benjamin Franklin.
I'll go with that.
For all the stuff he's done, you know, when
Yes.
his storied past.
You know, electricity and all that.
Was that him?
Yeah.
That was that Ben Franklin? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the race was named after him. It's $500,000 on the line, and they had a couple of limbs last week, and it sets up for a final with a lot of great horses and a terrific field. And Heather's going to tell you all about it.
That's right. And here, check out Artificial. He's a favorite at 7 to 5. He won his elimination in 149 and 2. But then there's also Mr. Big in here. He went a tiny bit faster in his elim that he won. He's the second choice. And then, you know, foiled again. You loved him last week.
I did.
Do you remember that? How much you loved him?
I went nuts over it.
Yeah. He raced awesome in the eliminations, and he's up in here too.
Often pacing in the Ben Franklin. And Artificial is fast off the mark from the center of the track. Foiled again with speed between horses has won the West. And Mr. Big is close to this pace up the near side as they enter the first turn. And Artificial is under immediate pressure from Foiled again. Mr. Big is a closely tracking third by 2.5. Winback Speed is a clear fourth. Then comes Won the West, caught wide of Better Sweet. These two 7 lengths off the lead. And it's 2 lengths farther back to Western Shore. Noble Falcon is the trailer through a 25 and 2 first quarter. Blistering tempo set by Artificial, who leads by 1.5 lengths. Foiled again has eased off into the pocket. And Mr. Big is content to stalk from third. Brian Sears has a good hold on Mr. Big, and now he'll be forced first over. As moving up on the outside was Better Sweet. Winback Speed is saving ground 4 lengths from the front. Won the West is third over, approaching race's midpoint. And then comes Western Shore toward the inside, and Noble Falcon is a wide last 7 off Artificial through a 54 1/2 mile. Up the backstretch in the third edition of the Ben Franklin, and Artificial leads by just 3 parts of a length. Mr. Big is applying steady first over pressure. Foiled again is locked in the box. Better Sweet is perfectly positioned second over. He's just 2.5 off Artificial with 5/16 to go. No room for Winback Speed. Won the West begins to tire a bit. Western Shore is jammed in, and Noble Falcon outside of that a joint last. 3/4 and 120 and 4. Artificial at the inside. Mr. Big at the outside. The battle we've been waiting for, and Foiled again is just off those. Better Sweet is in the clear, still with 3 lengths to make up. They're into the stretch, and Mr. Big pokes ahead in front. Artificial under a full-out drive. These two coming down to the line. Mr. Big and Artificial, and Mr. Big wins the Franklin.
Okay, I'm a big man. I admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong because I said that Foiled again would not be foiled again, and he would win. And the simple fact was, Foiled again got away from the outside, got a 2-hole trip behind Artificial, everything looked good, and he just was not good enough. It was that simple. Mr. Big is just an incredible warhorse. A 6-year-old stud, which I think in people years would make him like 42, and would remind me a lot of me, if you discounted, of course, the age.
Because you're like, what, 36, right?
Yeah, right around there, yeah.
Okay.
Good job, babe. Thank you. And anyway, the bottom line was Artificial, the 7 to 5 chalk, went to the front. Mr. Big came first over and wore him down in the lane to win the race in a world record 1:48, fastest time ever for a 5/8 mile track. Well, actually, it was tied the mark of last year, which was Artistic Fella. But nonetheless, he is just an amazing, amazing horse. And interestingly enough, Joe Mascara, the son of Mr. Big's owner, a gentleman who's been around since Methuselah was a pup, he just loves this horse. Anybody else, they said, would have put this horse out the stud and retired him. But they're racing him, he says, because harness racing needs its heroes, and people seem to love this big guy.
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves this guy.
He's great.
Yes.
And in the winner's circle, Shannon D'Antonio caught up with winning driver Brian Sears and his thoughts about the winning mile.
A super fast first quarter there put up by Artificial and Ron Pierce. We kind of expected that. You only let Yannick get around you. Perfect spot there, sitting third.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad spot. You know, Ronnie had to use his horse pretty hard at the first quarter, and you know, I didn't have any traffic trouble. You know, I didn't really want to be in the 2-hole, and first up was a good spot. And you know, when I come up first over, you know, we went third quarter 26-3, and he felt really comfortable doing it.
Campbell flushed you out pretty early, probably a little sooner than you may have wanted to. First up into the paddock turn there with Campbell sitting right on your back. 26-3 that third quarter. Any anxious moments? He felt pretty good.
Well, you know, it's never over till it's over, but he felt super, and so I felt pretty good.
Last quarter, 27-1. You were battling in the stretch with Pierce. You put him away practically mid-stretch there. What were you thinking at that point?
Well, the one thing about him, you know, you don't want to get to the front too early with him. He's, you know, he kind of thinks it's over once you get to the front, but felt real good. So when I let him give him his head a little bit to head of the lane, he opened up a little bit, so I was pretty comfortable.
Thank you, Shannon and Brian Sears. A terrific mile by Mr. Big. It really was. Stay with us when we come back. We're going to go up north to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and they had some terrific racing as per usual, so don't go away.
Say hello to some of our new arrivals. A no pan intended filly out of Armbro, Elysium. A Cam's Card Shark colt from Up Front, Georgia. Rich and Elegant's Western Ideal colt, and he's on the pace. A Rock and Roll Hanover colt out of Panned Out. Find your next champion only at Hanover.
Every day is a new experience at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs with a state-of-the-art casino floor, tantalizing new restaurants, high-energy nightlife, exciting new shopping venues, and more. It's all here and all for you. It's everything you're looking for.
Live evening harness racing is back. Experience the thrill every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Don't miss a moment. Now through November 21st. Welcome to our world.
NF Quotable got
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.